everyone. Guess what everybody? Our new friend Dino right here. But what is Dino? Dino is also a very new and exciting technology. It's a JavaScript runtime which we are going to talk about. But what does it all mean? Why should we be excited about Dino? And why should we even care about that? Well, if we go to the Dino website, we get a bunch of buzzwords. It is secure by default. It's a modern, insecure runtime for JavaScript and TypeScript that uses V8 and it's built on Rust and a bunch of features. Now, if you have a bit of experience or if you are a senior engineer, you might know what those words mean. If not, don't worry. We are going to dive really deep into those topics and actually understand the internals of Dino, what it is, what it does, why is it so different from Node, and why should we keep an eye on it, because the future might have a lot of Dino developers. But if you have seen this secure runtime for JavaScript, then that's great actually. You're watching this video because you probably already know about Node. Node is a JavaScript runtime just like Dino. So why do we need another JavaScript runtime? A place where we can run our JavaScript code. Why do we need Dino? That's actually a good question, because why do we need Dino languages? We have our Python, we have our C++, we even have PHP, and also we have Node.js. All of these are ways to write programs, is it? And at the end of the day, the programs are just instructions that we can write so that computers do tasks for us. And all of these languages are different ways that we can communicate with a machine or a computer. But at the end of the day, they are just different syntax, just like how we human languages communicate. We have languages to communicate with the computers, but at the end of the day, all of them do the same task for us. If you say machine, do this for me, so why do we need a new thing? Well, we have one guy to blame for this, and his name is Randall right here. And Randall is an interesting character because he is also the one who created Node.js. Now back in 2009, which by now seems like a long time ago, Randall created Node.js and opened up the world of JavaScript. What do I mean? Well, initially JavaScript would just be meant for the browser. If you used Chrome, if you used Firefox, if you use Safari, this browser allow you to run JavaScript code that we call the client-side applications or website. So for you guys to, well, I can open up the developer tools. Go to the console and clear all those tabs you see, and write JavaScript in here like console.dialog, say console.log, hello, and you see here we are able to write JavaScript on this browser. And then we had other languages to do other things. If we ever wanted to do something outside of our browser, well, we can use Python, we can use C++, we can use C++ to develop desktop applications. But Ryan thought, wouldn't it be nice if we can use JavaScript outside of the browser as well? Maybe even build servers with JavaScript, and he created Node.js. So if we already have Node.js, why did he create Dino? And this is a topic that we are going to explore, because in order to truly understand Dino, we have to understand what the differences are from Node, but also the reason behind why Ryan decided to create something that essentially does the same thing as Node, something more modern, but to just get you excited, because certainly I am excited about Dino otherwise. Dino has a few things going for it now, a lot of things we are going to go deeper. So don't stress out too much. If this is new to you, we are really going to know Dino works internally. But the big thing is that unlike a lot of technologies, a lot of libraries, frameworks, tools that we use as a developers. I think Dino is going to have a long lifespan, and it's partly because of this. You see, Dino is built on and it's written using Rust programming language. Rust is an open source system programming language that focuses on speed, memory safety, and parallelism. Developers are using Rust to create a wide range of new software applications such as game engines, operating systems, file systems, browser, components, and simulation engines for virtual reality. A programming language that is heavily invested by Mozilla and Zyla works on the Firefox browser. Mozilla sponsors the Rust open source project. It is a first class TypeScript support, so you can write TypeScript out of the box with Dino, which TypeScript is supported by Microsoft. TypeScript is created by Microsoft guys, and then it uses something called the vHeight engine, which Node does as well to actually read your JavaScript. And the V8 engine is what's running the Chrome browser. It's why I was able to write JavaScript in my browser. But because of this means that Dino is built on some really reliable technologies that are probably gonna be sticking around for a long time because they have this heavy backers. But how can we have Dino using all of these technologies? And the first thing I want to talk about is the V8 engine. In the next video, I'll be explaining about the V8 engine in depth. Thanks for watching, you guys. Be sure to subscribe and like my channel. See you in the next video.